Hi, my name is Sue, and I'm one of the coordinators at Options Pregnancy Center in Chateauguay, Quebec, and I'm part of the Montreal Youth Unlimited team. I just wanted to share a little bit about how it felt when the Lord called me to this work and to paint the picture a little bit for you guys. So a couple years ago, actually, I was sort of at the boiling point of my life. Just everything kind of around me was crumbling and kind of slipping out from beneath me in regard to my marriage and finances and my family. And during that time, as opposed to turning from the Lord, who I'd been walking with for many years, I felt the Lord very, very close beside me during that time. And I felt also very strongly that if I was in a time of difficulty in regard to physical health and illness, for example, cancer, I would seek really intense medical treatment, and it would be 100% all in to be able to just live. And so in that same sense, I felt that I needed intensive treatment. And so even more so than usual, I just spent enormous amounts of time just in the Word, saturated in the Word and in prayer. And during that time, I felt the Lord really closer than ever before, and just sort of lifting a veil of fog out around me, and just calling me into a life of even more fullness and closeness. And in that, I felt strongly that the Lord wanted me to work and walk alongside young moms facing unplanned pregnancy here in our local area, where the need is very great, and that God had just gifted me in such a way that I could certainly use my skill elsewhere and do okay, but that He'd gifted me in such a way that I'd be able to be effective for His kingdom and do something of value and worth. And in that time, really, I felt absolutely broken in every sense, and I didn't have all my ducks in a row. Everything sort of pointed to a different direction. But what made sense and what I knew is that I didn't want to go against the grain. I wanted only what it was that the Lord had for me. And so in that time of external emptiness and things being taken away, I stepped out in faith to follow after the Lord in a different, more profound way. And in looking back in these last couple years, I could say with confidence that I know that this is where the Lord has placed me, and even the trials and difficulties I've lived, I'm able to also say with confidence that I don't even regret or wish things had been different, because I know that God has cultivated in me fruit and things that I could never just acquire otherwise, that the long suffering and hurt and pain was worth it to be able to minister and give glory to Him. And so for this, I'm grateful and just ultimately blessed to be able to be part of the greater MYU family, and of course, at large, just Youth Unlimited, Youth for Christ Canada. I'm very blessed to be part of this organization.